Welcome to Revenge Voice. If you love stories about standing up for yourself and making people regret crossing you, smash that subscribe button right now. Today's story is absolutely wild. I was deep in my velvet armchair, the one I bought with my first widow's check 15 years ago, when the front door slammed like a gunshot. I didn't even flinch. I knew exactly who it was. My son-in-law Derek burst into my living room like he owned the place. Behind him, my daughter Sarah shuffled in with shopping bags, eyes glued to the floor like she was apologizing for breathing. Derek positioned himself right in front of the TV, blocking my view completely. Then he did it. He grabbed the remote and clicked it off. "Get to your room, old lady," he sneered. "This is my living room now, I've got the game on." The silence that followed was deafening. I slowly turned my eyes to Sarah, waiting for her to say something, anything. Like, "Don't you dare talk to my mother that way, this is her house." But Sarah just stared at the floor, adjusting her shopping bags like they were the most fascinating things in the world. That's when I felt it, not anger, not shame, just ice-cold clarity. See, I'd spent 35 years working at the county recorder's office, and I learned one thing that never failed. Words don't matter, documents do. I stood up slowly, my knees cracked in the silence. Derek was already sprawled on my couch, unbuttoning his shirt, guzzling soda like he was king of the castle. In his world, I'd been furniture for a long time. I walked past him without a word, went straight to my bedroom, and opened the bottom drawer of my dresser. Inside was a leather pouch with everything that mattered: property deed, title papers, bank statements. Owner, Margaret R. Chen. I looked at myself in the mirror. Gray hair, glasses on a chain, comfortable clothes. I looked like the grandma who bakes cookies and takes everyone's garbage. Not anymore. I grabbed my purse, my keys, and walked back through the living room. Derek had cranked the sports channel to maximum volume. "Taking a walk, Margaret," he called out, smirking. "Don't get lost at your age." I didn't answer. I just walked out and locked the door behind me, quiet but final, like signing a legal document. Outside, I hailed a cab. "Grand Hyatt downtown," I told the driver. In the backseat, my hands trembled, not from fear, but from power. I scrolled through my phone to a name I hadn't called in years: Marcus Webb, attorney at law. "Margaret, it's nearly 9 p.m. What's wrong?" "I woke up," I said, watching the city lights blur past. "I need to evict 2 tenants. But you live with your daughter and son-in-law." "Exactly." There was a pause. Marcus knew me from our work together. He knew when I said no, I meant it. "What happened?" He screamed, "Old lady, this living room is mine now. My daughter said nothing, I left, and I'm not going back until they're gone." "I understand, the house is yours. Solely mine. They've lived there 4 years without a lease, without paying a dime. I want a formal eviction notice served. I'll send my associate James Torres first thing tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp." "Perfect. I'll be at your office by 7:30 to sign everything." I checked into the Grand Hyatt. The doorman opened my door with more respect than my son-in-law had shown me in 4 years. That night, I ordered soup and wine, turned on MY favorite channel at MY preferred volume, and slept like someone who'd finally taken control. The next morning, I was at Marcus's office at 7:30 sharp. I signed every document with the precision of someone who'd spent decades processing legal papers. "James is heading out now," Marcus said. 20 minutes and he'll be at your door." "Perfect, I'll wait here." At 9:30, my phone buzzed. Sarah's name flashed on screen. I let it ring 3 times before answering. Mom, there's a man here with legal papers. Derek is screaming. What's happening? Where are you?" I could hear Derek shouting in the background like a toddler. "That's James from the attorney's office," I said calmly. "Tell your husband to lower his voice. Take the notice and read it carefully. And tell Derek the old lady is unavailable for his tantrums today." "But it says eviction notice. 30 days. Mom, have you lost your mind?" "No, Sarah. For the first time in years, I'm completely sane. Read the paper. Follow the instructions. Goodbye." I hung up. I sat in Marcus's reception area with my notebook and made a simple plan. Step 1, legal action done. Step 2, financial consequences. Time to cut the lifelines. Step 3, silence. No arguments, no explanations, just facts. I pulled out my phone and made the first call. "Good afternoon, I'm the account holder. I need to suspend services at this address: internet, cable, TV with sports package, and the landline, effective immediately." "Done, ma'am. Disconnection within 2 hours." Second call, "This is Margaret Chen, primary account holder. I need to freeze the supplementary card under Sarah Chen's name. Security reasons." "Processed. Changes are effective now." I smiled, not with joy, but with satisfaction. Yesterday was pain. Today was simply consequences. My phone started vibrating nonstop. Messages from Sarah, messages from Derek, the internet's dead. The card was declined at the store. Everyone saw. Come home. Let's talk. I put the phone face down and went shopping. I bought myself a crisp navy blazer, tailored slacks, and low heels that clicked with authority. This was my uniform. Today I was setting boundaries. I treated myself to lunch at a quiet bistro, mushroom risotto, and white wine. My phone buzzed with a bank notification. Transaction declined, $87, butcher shop. I smiled. Almost immediately, Derek's number flashed. I answered. It's not a malfunction, it's a freeze. The credit expired yesterday, just like your free ride. I hung up, finished my risotto slowly, and savored every bite. That evening, hotel reception called. Your daughter is in the lobby, she says it's urgent. Tell her I'll be right down. Sarah was packing when I stepped out of the elevator in my new blazer. She looked exhausted, wrinkled blouse, messy hair, dark circles. Mom, please, the internet's gone, the cable's gone, the card doesn't work. Derek is losing it, just come home, he already apologized by text. Sit down, I said firmly. We're in a public place, we'll speak like adults. She collapsed into a chair. I'm not offended, Sarah, I've made a decision, the house is mine. You've lived there 4 years rent-free. You have 30 days to leave. All utilities I paid for, suspended. This isn't revenge, this is order. But he has work, calls, deadlines. You're ruining his reputation. He can work from a cafe or his mother's house. The internet I paid for is gone. You're not a necessity on my budget anymore. You're humiliating us. Humiliation was being thrown out of my own living room, I said quietly. Today, everyone pays their own bill. Her voice dropped. He says if we lose your house, he'll divorce me. I leaned forward. Sarah, if your marriage is held together by my square footage, that's not family. That's a hostage situation. She pulled away. You've become cruel. I've become an adult, I said calmly. The next 30 days unfolded exactly as planned. On day 30, James supervised the move-out. Derek signed with shaking hands. That evening, I walked back into MY House. I opened every window. The breeze swept through. I scrubbed, mopped, painted the walls peach. And when I sat back in my velvet armchair with the remote, I turned the volume exactly where I liked it. Perfect for me. That's my story, Revenge Voice family. Sometimes the best revenge is legal and final. Drop a comment and subscribe for more stories about people who refuse to be doormats. Your house, your rules, period.